Hello and welcome to DDOCaSplat. We are back. Been off for a couple of weeks because of holidays and travel and stuff like that. But we're back. We're a static group on Khyber that likes to challenge ourselves a bit. We die a lot, talk about a lot of random things. And we're gonna run part 2 of Sharn today. See how far we get. Should be a lot of fun. Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, thanks. Did anybody do anything spectacular over their vacation?
I went to Pittsburgh.
Ooh, that's fun.
Why?
I had my cousin had a wedding in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
So-
that's right. I suppose that's as good excuse as any.
Yeah.
It is. I should show off. I'm wearing the House Tarasco cloak today, along with the wizard hat. Continuing my my current tradition of showing off the various cosmetics that you can find in the game. For some reason, I don't know. I have them, so I've been doing it.
They're pretty. Yeah,
I don't know about the
shiny.
cloaks. I don't know the Reaper cloaks. I'm not sure if I've really found a cloak that I really like.
Same here. This just happened to match my armor. And I haven't played the entire time we've been off, so...
Wow.
So I didn't change it. Well, yeah.
I didn't play much
yeah,
either, so
Yeah.
just kind of that busy time of
busy
year.
time. Yeah.
I like my cloak. It's blue. Looks like
Wait.
it has an S for Saphira.
Yeah, you could stretch that, I think. Right.
I'm glad that you can't see a cloak on a wolf.
I wish I could like pet you.
Then you'd be crypto.
I'll just say I'm petting you, Isbat. Very
Okay.
fluffy.
The cloak red.
Thank you.
Well, it glows too. Matches your eyes, Kevin.
Yeah, the it'd be a lot of weird things if you could put. Yeah, I'm working on it. There'd be a lot of weird things if you could see him on a wolf. For a while, you could like my wolf build was always showing his shield, like it was just kind of hovering at his shoulder. It was really weird.
Yeah.
It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
So I find out today on the vault that you can actually use great crossbows with your in whatever
Wolf
the hell
form?
this thing is called. No, not in wolf form, but inquisitive.
Great crossbows.
You're not supposed to be able to.
I know you're
Yeah.
not supposed to be able to,
I
but
mean, like,
evidently
but-
you can. I just found that out today.
Wow, that's interesting information, actually. And
I'm sure they'll
Kind
fix
of.
it eventually.
overpowered.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a bit.
Wow, great crossbows? Those things are vicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, the
Well, I was
library
I was
quest.
waiting on
This'll
buffs
be
until
fun.
everybody was in.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I was just
We
looking
haven't
around.
left any. Yeah,
I'll take some buffs.
pretty.
Well, I was gonna wait until everybody's
Wait till Arcot gets in.
Enjoy the music.
That's
I
a good
have
idea.
I have the music turned off.
You should listen to the music. These guys are actually really talented. Whoever does the music, thank
Mhm.
you.
They have like a guy in house that does a lot of it, but I think they use people outside too.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I actually went out of my way to go on DDO.com and download Two Toed Tobias soundtrack. And
Yep.
it's just divine. I don't listen to it often, but when I do, it makes me happy.
I think it's my second favorite bit of music.
What's your first?
Dreaming Dark.
think we're still
Oh,
missing
that's
Wizbot.
great too. Yeah, that's
Oh,
amazing.
she's here.
Oh,
Everybody's here.
all right. Sorry.
She's a wolf.
Oh, that's right.
Would you think she was someone's pet or something?
Yeah, I did actually.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's rough. Alright. This one's fun because like half the room will just come straight to you.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Spell sword.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Fire charge did not connect. Fire charge is so like iffy.
I got his attention quick.
Hey, you got somebody's attention.
Not anymore.
Let me know when you're clear.
2, 1.
Guys, we're getting stuff down from upstairs. They're coming downstairs. Be
Let's
ready
go ahead
from
and play
where we
around.
came.
Cool. I'm still gonna have to go like all either all the way around. There we go. There's one.
Was one.
They're still coming.
Slowly.
Yeah, tell them come
Not
faster.
everybody.
There you go.
ooh, there's a famine reaper up there.
Up top?
Yep.
Nice.
So as long as it stays up there, that's fine.
We can handle a famine reaper.
It's actually a pretty cool building.
Patient. I'm here and die.
Nice. That's one vicious wolf.
Wolf builds are pretty strong these days.
Hmm.
Yeah, for a limited time period.
Wow.
One of our guildmates actually made a bear tank, which is great because I've been waiting for someone to do come up with a viable bear build.
I've run with a couple bears in the last month or so that have been killers. Just tough as can be.
Whoa!
Man, I got too many bits of attention in a short amount of time.
Oh heck, my
Oh, wow.
my hotbar's a little messed up. Yeah, I fixed that.
Thank you, sir. It's like riding a bike.
Is that what they tell you?
Well, it takes me about 40 minutes usually before I even click on my spell sword. So I'm so proud of myself this time.
Of course,
By the way, are we
question is-
broadcasting?
Yes, we are. We should be. Says we are.
Yeah, I got the alert that we were.
I stayed PG-13, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
PG-13, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Is that you making those blasts?
Yeah, I'm trying, but they're not going
Okay.
very far.
I'm just making sure that it's you and not something coming to eat us.
Ooh,
Alright.
let's set him down.
You got one
Spider.
crest.
Yeah, just set him down till the wolf gets there.
I'm gonna open this door and then let's go into the dressing rooms. Go do the optional. Is
Okay.
anybody watching BattleBots this season?
I've caught a couple of them.
The last one,
Like the guys got cut in half.
yeah, the last one was pretty good. A bunch of robots that got,
Literally broken in half.
yeah, there are large sections of robots falling off. It was quite a collection of damage, actually, more so than I think a lot of them will actually have.
I haven't watched BattleBots for
Lost
several
Soul,
years.
if anybody needs it.
It came back a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I think this is like the third
was on-
season since it revamped.
It was on like an independent West Coast station, and then they picked it up again. It's not as popular as it was like when it was on ABC or anything like that.
Yeah, it's on Discovery now, I think, right?
Which seems appropriate.
I don't know. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, I've always liked that show.
I watched.
I like
Good
watching
Hope.
robots smash each other.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite
Oh.
robot?
Tombstone. And that crazy guy from Brazil, what's that one? Minotaur.
Yeah.
That guy, the look on his face makes you think he's a serial killer.
Glittering treasure. Little good it did.
They're having a rougher year this year, Minotaur.
Claim it.
I think the one last year was like Tombstone versus I think Gigabyte, and Tombstone hit Gigabyte and like took its top off and left the little go-kart
Yeah.
part underneath, and he's like, "No, we're done. We give up." And the
Yeah, they're like-
referee
yeah,
was
'cause
like,
they
"There's
didn't
no
want the
tap
rest of
outs
his-
in BattleBots."
Yeah, he didn't want the
Ooh,
rest of his
incoming.
bot destroyed.
Well, and the guy who was piloting Tombstone was pretty nice about it too. Like he didn't really whack him or anything,
Hmm.
which was awfully generous of him. But he was telling him like, "Stop moving. If you keep moving, I have to go hit you."
Couple remnants in a pile over here.
So yesterday, I finished The Expanse. Oh, we got a red name back here, or a champion. Sorry. Anybody
Where?
else? Anybody else on The Expanse?
No,
No, it's pretty
I
good though.
don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a sci-fi show that's on Amazon, and it used to be on Sci-Fi Channel, but then, the guy who owns Amazon, I forget
I
his
feel
name.
like
Bezos.
saw
The
it
bald,
was-
the bald womanizer.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. He liked it so much that I think he either bought the show or he's gonna finance the next season or something like that. It's got a really slow start.
Yeah,
it-
tell me about it. I couldn't make it through the first season.
Well, yeah, but at least after the first season, you know what's going on. But like for me, the first 3,
a
4
lot of the
episodes
best
were
novels start
really
that way, actually.
really slow. I mean, it was like you got to kind of stick with it, and
I felt
kinda
that
get-
way about Good Omens on Amazon too.
Good Omens was really good. I loved
Is
it.
that the
I
one
haven't
with,
watched that yet, but it's in line.
It was
to watch it.
amazing.
Is that David
adaptation.
Tennant and
Yeah,
Yes.
what's the
Yep.
other
And,
guy's name?
Story by
Oh,
Neil Gaiman, right?
David Tennant and
Not Martin Freeman.
No,
it's
no.
Martin. It's Sheen. Martin Sheen.
That might be it. I got the last card, so we can jump down.
Okay. But yeah, that was amazing. I really had a lot of fun with it. I was probably behind the curve with that, but
I knew what it was about from the novel.
Sure. Which now I want to read because I've heard that the adaptation is as good as you can do. In
Yeah,
6
there's a couple
episodes.
of things that were different.
A lot of Queen though.
Yes, a lot of Queen, a lot of British overtones.
Which, I love British humor. I idolize Monty Python, and then Red Dwarf is my favorite show ever.
Not the one we just did this Sunday, but the episode previous for DDOCaSplat, I did a Monty Python reference
Oh yeah, nice.
for the title.
Love it.
Yeah. Title of the episode was Ben Shopping.
Yeah, I haven't been able to catch up on much these days. Like I say, I watched Good Omens, and then now that Kevin mentioned The Expanse, did you say?
There's 3 seasons of it.
I'll probably check that out, just because I haven't had a good sci-fi something fun for a minute.
We got a ton of shows that came out with new episodes while I was busy. Although I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop a few.
Oh,
Life's a long time.
I got smushed.
yeah, I saw. Let me know when you're clear.
Keep trying to catch up, but you still won't.
Oh, and then,
I'll get out smushed all day long.
On Friday, that
Ready.
second series from Troll Hunters, 3 Below. That
Yeah,
dropped.
the second season drop of that. Yeah.
The second drop. Yeah, I already finished it. I like it. My next DDO character is going to be
Varvatos.
Varvatos. Yeah. And then I'm just going to talk about myself in the third person all the time.
Well, that's just good tactics anyway. Throws people off.
That'll endear you to your fellow party members.
Yeah, right.
It's a good. I mean, it's a good role playing quirk at least.
It is actually a good quip.
It's a little weird in that show just because it's like he's the only one doing it.
Ooh, nice.
Right. Nobody else does it that way, so it's like, well, it's just a personal quirk.
I got a Reaper coming.
Woohoo! He was just waiting there,
Yeah, he
Nice
sure
little
was.
ambush.
being sneaky.
Yeah, I think like a couple of shows. Like I'm pretty sure I'm just not gonna pick up Supergirl again.
She's got a new costume though.
Yay!
Oh,
They
I
announced
haven't seen the
announced
totally
today.
changes my mind.
I haven't seen the most recent season.
You know what though? I will say this: John Cryer was pretty good as Lex Luthor. He was sufficiently evil enough for me to like the character.
He was believably hateable.
Oh yeah. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
Look at that. Something is nothing, I believe.
Nope, frog.
Frog.
Everything is frogs.
Soon to be up to 4 things or nothing.
Are they nerfing you again?
Yeah, again, hugely so.
That hurts. Just when I'm about to go into monk.
There's, if you take out the everything is nothing part, there's a couple of things that are
Boosting.
like if you there's a secret door in a chest over here. Yeah, if you take out the everything is nothing part, I think they actually end up ahead.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, there's some
But-
really good stuff in their update for sure for monks, but they really are hurting a what I consider a signature ability of the monk. It really is,
Oh,
especially of the epic
1 second.
destiny.
I'm
It's just
gonna switch.
awful.
I
I
think the
never knew
bigger
about this
the,
secret door.
there's a chest and trap.
Yeah, I
in
didn't either.
Oh, Habakkuk.
Oh, I'm not making the climb. There we go. Woo.
I see pressure plates and I get scared.
I jumped too
there.
far.
Hey, you made it up.
I made it up, but I jumped too far.
No, the everything is nothing thing. Like, I don't mind that they're changing it, but I think that if you look at kind of what they're trying to do, and like bring the power level up, I
Clear.
think they're that that particular ability is dropping such that relative it's going to be so much weaker than other capstones.
And at some point, stop beating up monks. They're tough enough to play.
I don't know. They do a lot of DPS.
Yeah. Well, it has been like 4 years since I played a monk, so
Oh, I can't believe I made that jump.
Like, this character is just far and above like what my fighter is doing.
which that's probably balanced incorrectly at cap.
I think monks are a little easier to build these days than a fighter. Like, the fighter's got better tactics, but like the DPS is just nowhere near what this monk can put out right now. I'm gonna kill the little things.
The radiant idol calls out to you as
Guess we should kill the Manicore first.
Sky Coach. This isn't a jungle, Outlander. You can't just blunder around breaking things. The people who matter in this city won't tolerate riots in their shops, or at best never poison themselves.
Might have been excessive.
Anybody
Wow.
see the new Spider-Man movie?
Yep.
No, not yet.
Was
Voices.
it good?
I enjoyed it.
If you're a comic book fan,
No.
it's how do I
Speak
put
with the
this?
store manager. We didn't talk to the guy at the beginning. Go ahead and loot, and I'll run back.
Nice.
Anybody want a sun slice?
I don't.
Yes.
know.
No, not Sunslate. I'm looking for Moonslide. Never mind.
What is a
Sun
sun
slice
slice?
would
It's a
be
dagger.
for whom?
Oh,
Yeah. I don't
Hey,
have
artifact. Intelligence artifact.
Yeah.
Nice.
the sun slice might be good as an offhand weapon for Saphira if she wants to look at it.
Well, I got a sun slice actually.
No.
Everybody got a
Does
sun
artifact be
slice.
useful for anybody?
nobody
for
wants it. I'll
me.
take it.
Don't recall yet. I'm gonna go finish.
Yeah, we forgot to do the very first objective.
Oh shoot! I think I passed to the wrong person.
You did.
Pass it to Thraxada, please.
Who wants the ward? I don't know who passed that to me by mistake.
I thought, weren't you the one that said that you?
No, I said I'd take the sun slice.
Oh, okay.
Who
Well,
needs
if you don't,
who needs the ward? Oh,
I don't need it. There's no life that this guy will not be an intelligence-based build ever.
yeah.
I'll take it back if you don't want it.
Sure, yeah, I'll give it back to you.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
So what were you saying about Spider-Man? If you're a comic book fan,
So, if you're a comic book fan, see, I don't want to. If people haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it. But you already know who the quote bad guy is. So I was a little disappointed in how they handled that.
I liked how they did it actually.
And but I will say this:
There's
the
a
best
date
part,
over
the
there,
best
kinda.
part of the movie. Oh, the best part of the movie and the worst part of the movie were in the after credit scenes. So
So I would be buying a ticket, like in pen, like $8, $9, $10 for a ticket, just to see the end credit scenes.
you
I don't
know,
think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the movie.
It still
I
was
heard
a
it was
good
a good
it still was a good movie. I liked the first one much better.
Yeah, I think Homecoming is a better movie. This one, I think if you have a basic knowledge, like I have a very basic understanding and knowledge of the lore for the characters that are involved.
Right.
So, like, I wasn't surprised, but it was enjoyable still. We're
Which
going
one
to
are we doing? by
House
the
of
way?
Pain.
Hang on.
but it's it was I enjoyed it. It was fun. I think it's still one of the better Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean, I like
It
the
was better than
That's
Captain
what
Marvel.
I heard. Yeah, that's
I-
what I heard. Is it
I
was
like the
actually
John Favreau stuff. I thought that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
I just the young adult twist to it didn't. That turned me off a little bit.
Mm. I like the themes are different. Like the stylization of the movie is different.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Homecoming is a high school movie. This one is. I don't really want to say what it is because that could kind of go towards spoilery. But
Sure.
It's a young adult romance.
no, it's not
Ish.
that. I mean,
Well,
that's
there's
in
a-
those
there's
elements
a-
are in there, but that's
It
not
is a little bit.
that's
but
not
yeah.
the main part of the movie though.
No.
Careful, there's gonna be some forge race and stuff. Ooh, and a famine reaper. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get anybody. Ow, ow, ow.
I gotcha.
My frog didn't land on anything. That's so disappointing.
Sad.
Yes.
You need the cloak.
Which cloak?
Yeah.
The one that gives you the +9. Or, I don't know. Oh, it's +8 to your DC. Your not conjuration, but whatever. The hell it is.
Transmutation?
Transmutation. That's it.
I'm gonna have those.
Yeah, no, you need the cloak. Oh, wait a minute, huh?
That's 9.
That should be good enough.
Is that wisdom based? That is wisdom
Yeah.
based, correct?
Yeah, it's all based on
20 plus wisdom modifier plus transmutation bonuses. So that's those goggles give me a fair bit.
More so than usual. Your recent encounters with an odd gnome inquisitive and undead spirits
Saphira was kind enough to post the assless chaps for everybody in chat. If you
Oh
happen to-
boy. and then you gotta bring it up on stream. Way to go, boy. Yeah, you can remove that from the chat window anytime you want. There, Patrick.
I had to cough, so I had to mute.
He's just walking around, Sharn.
Yeah, who's ever got the job of coloring armor at Danny Stone Games? You need to get your eyes checked.
Yeah,
Or
and
not.
you well, it depends on your outlook on this, but
Oh, okay, hold on.
yeah, I'm
This-
never gonna wear.
If that was a girl in a thong, there would be all these organizations all across America would have tons to say about it. But
Actually,
because it's a guy,
It's just funny, that's all.
It's funny.
I think not
It's
that
mild-
long
it's
ago I had a
mildly-
female tune that had armor that was that didn't have a butt.
I mean, it's not that the armor doesn't have a butt. It's just that it's the color
Colored.
choice is a
Colored.
poor choice.
It looks like he doesn't have.
Leather.
Patrick,
doesn't
are you
come
suggesting
up.
the artists at DD are making poor color choices and design choices and gear?
I mean, you make that many choices, you're bound to make a terrible one eventually.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Look, I'm so distracted by this that I keep falling down.
No, this isn't the one with the stupid puzzle.
It is the one with the stupid puzzle.
Oh, it most absolutely is
Oh.
the one with the stupid.
Yeah, Patrick can do the stupid puzzle.
I probably could, but I'm not sure
Dude,
why I would want to.
Oh, you know what? I'm
No,
stuck down here.
I think we talked about this at some point, but I spend like 20 minutes every time I solo this, at least, doing that stupid puzzle.
Isn't that Patrick?
Okay, why?
Because I don't know. OCD. When I'm by myself, I can just do every optional, and I don't know why I do what I do. I'm an imperfect individual, John.
Because you find it fun. That's why.
Yeah, I do. And like an incomplete thing gives me an itch. I like to complete things.
The puzzle is kind of a royal pain, though.
Just say you have OCD and just be done with it.
I
Come from
think
this
I
direction?
started with that.
We came from this direction. Well,
Depends on what it is, though. Because my house is a wreck. Clearly, I don't have OCD. I have let it go this fast.
So you have situational OCD.
he's a
Yeah,
completionist.
there you go.
He has to complete
Absolutely.
things. You know, like Ben Affleck in The Accountant.
Get out of here. Don't ever compare me to Ben Affleck.
That's because of him we get Robert Pattinson as the next Batman.
I don't really think that's because of him.
Well, he quit. So
Yeah, he
Well,
wasn't
no,
going to be Batman forever.
No, that they already did that movie, and he wasn't Batman forever, right?
I found the puzzle.
You come across a crumbling shrine.
I just want to
that
find the
looks
lady
what
with the
appear to
black
be
hair.
ancient ruins.
Your friend.
It's still
Ah.
I cannot see the
Ooh.
puzzle.
I was standing right next to you.
Mostly because I
Yeah,
can't
well,
make
yeah,
crap
and
by myself.
I couldn't get myself healed quick enough.
Where are they going? Around the corner?
We're up top here.
Okay.
Whoa!
Uh-oh, I went the wrong
I'm-
up top, and
I'm-
that's
I'm-
not good.
I'm clear.
Okay, that's interesting. I saw my soul stone before I actually died.
That's something like seeing your life flash before your eyes.
It must be.
You guys are like way up there.
Yep. I'm not even sure what hit us.
Something
probably this-
bad.
Oh, probably this
Uh-oh.
guy that's standing here right now.
Some don't even try to target me at the moment. I'm in a safe spot. Duck and weave, duck and weave.
It's probably this champion guy up here.
Yeah, he was kicking the crap out of me.
You know, you could have raised me while you were standing there, Patrick.
I could have.
Okay, I see you now.
You can't
And
decide.
go this route. The route. Saphira.
I am ready.
You can have my the scroll. I realized
you.
as I was casting it.
Uh-oh.
I do have a ring of ancestors.
There we go.
Okay. Phew. That can't be right. I wouldn't do that to myself. Oh, I didn't prepare this week. That's right.
It is time.
Alright, where's this lady?
Couple heal scrolls left, but that's not gonna cut it.
The problem with this puzzle is it's like very
So you
Dumb.
are doing the puzzle? Well, yeah. It's you cannot see the entire puzzle at one time, which changes the dynamic.
yes, very much so.
So don't jump down and step on one of these accidentally.
You do it on purpose.
That's why I said
Right.
accidentally.
I mean, I'm doing it on purpose and I'm not getting anywhere.
Yeah, let's skip this puzzle. All it does is give us a bunch of rats.
Whoa.
Well, this is for viewers, not for my own.
Yeah, let's not go to Camelot. It is a silly place.
This is a silly place.
Found Lady in Black. Wow, he's in a good hiding spot.
Yeah, that's mean.
Well, it is R3, so you know. She's extra hidey.
She's got the extra hide and energy. I went.
Excuse me. Oh, I hate this room.
So Gilgamesh.
That's my name. Don't wear
boy.
it out.
I guess
Uh-oh.
we're not
Fire
doing the
them.
traps.
Oh my god!
Do we have to jump down?
It's open. It's open.
Eventually.
Sounds open.
Go off to the left.
I'm going to the right. There's loot on to the right.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh, I am dead, Ed.
Man, there's a chest till you go to the right.
Got a bracelet of friends.
Man, I was dumb enough to follow you.
Me?
Yeah,
I was just kidding.
I'm dead halfway down the hill here, guys.
Can you come down the rest of the way?
I don't know. Nope, I am not gonna make it. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Only
might.
go right if
Keep
you
going.
have evasion.
There, I see ya, but then I snap back, so you gotta be ready.
Yeah, try again.
How's the weather topside? Ash the Fairashk, bounty hunter, is having a hard time with some kind of pipe contraption. Maybe you could
Got it.
help.
Thank you.
The baby one I didn't want to miss.
I hunger.
I can do that for you though.
Ash the half-orc shouts down the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him pick fights.
Nice job, pal.
Oh man, that
Oh, hello.
Demon Reaper came with the quickness. I'm gonna
Holy
eventually.
cow, that was a one-hit.
I finally applied the Black Razor gem to a weapon, and
Oh, yeah?
you are right. That thing is amazing.
It's
What
easily the
gem is
best one.
that, Fennegas?
The
The Black
Soul Razor
gem.
Black,
One.
no, Black Razor.
or Black Razor.
Black Razor.
Oh.
Is everybody
Oh
clear?
my goodness.
Yeah.
Everyone's dying.
Yeah. Ah, I was hoping to slide through the cracks. Nice
Who's
job.
gonna take
Yeah,
these
get
guys
them
away?
all out of there.
Grab
Come on.
stones. Run
Ooh,
away.
ooh. Okay.
I don't really have
I
to
can
grab
grab-
stones,
no,
but
I have one raise.
5,
Hang on,
4,
There's a
working on it.
shrine right
3.
here.
I just don't. Where is Keith's
I'm-
stone? Is your stone here?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
And
gotcha.
Froggy.
Woo!
got me.
Fennegas, you got my
I
one.
got 2.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Well,
You're
yeah,
welcome.
but you missed my true though.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anytime you guys want to come play with some of these rats.
Yeah, there's like a ton
I
of
thought
rats
I
like
maybe
over
saw.
here. Okay, let's try this.
The rats in here are extremely vicious.
Yes, they are.
And they're very displeased.
Yeah, they do seem somewhat angry.
Well, it actually says displeased in their name.
Oh. They're displeased rats. Like, nice. I thought it was diseased. I never took the time.
Well, it says
They
that
are.
too.
They're displeased, diseased, deceased.
Nice.
They're triple D's.
Hey,
Ow.
kid show.
Ash the Fairashk bellows down the hall. That's the second light. Just one more to go.
Futile.
Right, I did not get a chance to shrine, so
You can try them before we go down.
let's try right now.
Yeah, and I think they had everything that we didn't. That I didn't find in the first group that I found. So,
You did it. Ash the Fairashk
which is
calls
probably
down
why
the
they tore
hall.
through us.
You should probably investigate.
I do not sleep. But
You know, I've got to be honest. Level 29, it does feel good. You get to wear your one-eyed doohickey, you know, and other such things.
Ready?
Yep.
Haricot, can I get a deadly, please?
perma-hasted Arcot?
I don't know.
Sounds like me.
Good,
I don't know.
good answer. Alright. My surfboard.
Right?
Oh man, if I could have that thing, like although they do have those things now. Did you see the Bastille Parade? That dude was totally riding the sled from Just Business.
Say what?
Oh yeah, there was this guy like on a, I guess it would be some sort of modified hoverboard, and it looked amazing. Now, granted,
Interesting.
he was a world-class skier, and he invented the thing, but he was controlling
Damn.
it, and it looked exactly like
Either down.
we do. And
Whatever that was, it took me out for many, many hit points.
okay, most things are dead. Last thing's dead.
I'm clear.
Oh no.
I feel like
Failure.
there's. Oh.
Oh, I dislike knee-deep water so much.
Right.
Thank you.
I forgot to
You're
turn defense
welcome.
fighting stance back on.
Oh yeah, that's like one of 7 things that you just pointed me to that hotbar that I did not do today. Hey!
That's kind of an important one. That's a lot of hit points.
Well, that I managed to click. It was silly stuff like Halloween candies and stuff like that.
Sure.
Halloween candy is serious business.
You mean the biggest lie in DDO?
it is.
The fact that they will, the ones from last year will disappear at the end of 2017.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and they disappear when you can get the next ones. I love
I
it.
think it's funny that they didn't change the date.
They didn't.
No, so
No.
it said that they would
They
expire
still
at the
say 2017.
Well, I don't. It might have changed it eventually, but
That's great. I had missed that.
Do they still say 2017?
They totally still say 2017.
Someone should let Linabelle know.
Don't you dare.
yeah, really.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they'll actually start.
No, I just want to see how long it takes for them to figure it out on their own.
Point, it's a personal challenge for Arcot.
Hold still.
What am I wielding that doesn't have DR braking against that thing?
Oh, I got to you too late.
I hear that a lot.
Sorry.
It would have been hilarious if your wife was the one who said, "I'm sorry."
We need to keep moving. If you want to
Whoa,
keep driving,
yeah.
you need to do it.
What?
Zing.
What is this rated again?
PG 13-ish.
Ish.
We get like 100 views in a year, so.
Who's it? Who's PG-13?
That much, huh? Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
there's
add up
several
the views for all of
episodes
the
that-
episodes in a season, probably.
No, there are several episodes that are getting up into like probably close to 200.
In the
views.
teens?
Uh,
Ooh, legendary plasma core. What's that?
What
Ooh,
those are-
Ooh, really?
Buddy?
I have a
Yes,
hallowed tail. What's that? It's
Would you
sure
like
not
to-
for me.
Yeah, I would
Uh,
love the plasma core. Oh, the Hallowed Trail too. Wow, very nice. Yeah, I'd love the plasma core actually. If,
It
like
is yours,
that.
You're
Silverfish.
That.
thank you.
You're
who-
welcome.
The Hallowed Trail.
I don't think I need that. I think I need the bracers.
I think the favorite soul could use that for, if you have offensive
Probably.
sort of spells. Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
if you were a light kind of guy, that's a good one to have.
Yeah. Or if you're, just a warlock. Typically, they utilize that.
That's a good one for Warlock too. Except I think you have. I don't think there's a light armor version for that.
They do. They do evil damage as radiance too, right there.
Correct. Yeah,
Wink,
light
wink.
spell power helps both light and dark stuff. Yeah.
I think it's alignment. Isn't?
Alignment. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Alignment.
I think it just
Yep,
does
you're
all
right.
alignment.
Yep, you're right.
Do you want that, Kevin?
No, I don't have. I'm more.
Okay, well, my next character coming up will on it, and I just wanted to pass it to one of you guys. What about
I'll
you,
take it.
Ark?
Well, I could find a use for it, but if it's gonna be your
Take
next
it, dude.
guy, take it. No.
No, man, he's like level 18, and I really only play 10. Take that. Oh, I passed it to.
Oops.
Yeah, you pass it to what's his face. Hey, Thraxata, see if you can make it back in.
It's
No, if he's out
it's
already,
really
you can't.
No, I literally was out when. You said-
Ugh.
Sorry.
At the very least, it could. Oh well. It's a game, right?
Yeah, that's annoying. I hate that mechanic.
I do too.
Which part?
No big deal, though.
You
Really.
can't re-enter, or the?
Well, there's no way to reassign a thing. Let's say you assign it to a guy by mistake. I mean, there's no
Sure.
way to fix that mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was one name off. Just dragged a little too far. I'm so sorry, dude. No
What's
big
really
deal,
bad
though.
is when someone like leaves the party right as you're clicking
Ah,
and
Yeah.
it moves.
And everybody shifts up one,
Yep.
and you end up choosing the wrong guy. Yeah, that's just poor.
yeah, that was my fault there. So. Nobody
No, I'm
blamed.
not too worried about it. I mean, it was gonna be
Yeah.
a while, so.
Yeah, I'm sure you have the Strahd stuff, and that's
Oh,
still
mhm.
really good. This
Are we
has
doing-
been
are we doing
an
one more?
extremely
Yeah, we'll do one, Deadline.
hilarious episode, though.
Did I hear
Productive.
that somebody uses repeating heavy crossbows?
No,
I have characters.
Not
that do,
anymore.
Not
no,
anymore.
but great crossbows can be used with Inquisitor. I think is what we were.
Correctamundo.
So are we going to go ahead and run the third one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is awesome. Usually about this time we'd be having to eat dinner and stuff.
I mean, puss out.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
Which
Thank
one are
you.
we doing, by the way?
Blown deadline.
Blown deadline.
He was trying to say it in the PG-13 version.
Puss out's fine.
I think that's like kitties, Puss in Boots, kitties out. Kitties are generally viewed as less tough than dogs.
Yeah,
Trying
they
to be
scare
accurate.
easily.
Not mine though. They are not intimidated by anything. It's ridiculous. My aunt was over earlier. She had her chihuahua. A storm through, and the thunder's going, and her dog is shaking crazy. And my cats are like looking at it like, what the heck is wrong with you? Which is funny for this show and the D&D nights that I do. I am completely PG-13, and with just depends on my company. I generally will stay PG-13, but if you catch me on my own, I don't know if you have an X-rated for language, but I cuss like a sailor.
I know, I've heard it.
Yeah. Josh has heard it too. He'd back me up there too. But it's all about language and jokes and context
And stuff.
and stuff. But it's easy to turn off. That's, I think, the difference between, me and some people that I know.
So Gilgamesh, those are called IOUN stones, right?
Iron stones.
How do you
Ion.
say those?
That's not what
Ion
he's
is-
wearing,
I
though.
say ion.
It's Ion stones.
That's the
Ion
circlet, though, right?
stones?
That's the circlet
That's
from
the
Temple.
elemental victory.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
epic, no, the epic element or legendary elemental. victory,
Oh,
not-
but it looks like those stones that.
Yeah, it looks like I can throw one of those.
Oh, yeah,
So it looks like
they
one of
look like
these.
ion stones, but they're in the DDO
Way
universe.
cooler.
They're something a little
You can
different.
wear the two at the same time. Actually, that's a helmet that he's wearing.
Right.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah, it's a cosmetic. Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
it comes from the
But
same
how-
place that my mushroom hat does.
Just how
Correct.
does everybody say that word? Because I hear people saying
I
it
say
all
ion
different
stone.
ways.
it is pronounced Ion stone.
Ayun. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really care what anybody says. I say ion, so
Ion.
it's probably ion, but I've said ion stones
Ion
since
stones.
While
like
I don't,
1980. So
well, while I
And-
don't
and
have it
believe
anymore.
it or not, before tonight, I'd only ever said it in my head.
So while I don't have a copy of it anymore, I used to have a copy of the official D&D pronunciation guide. It is Ion stone.
How do you pronounce
Oh, yeah.
Sahagin? Is it Sawajin?
Sahagin.
Just like that, Sahagin.
Because what's his name in the temple? Called
Calls
it
him
something.
Sayujin.
Sawajin.
Sahagin or something. They
Yeah,
overemphasize.
that is that. Yeah.
No,
that-
in Temple of Elemental Evil, I'm pretty sure, right? He's like Sayujin.
that is
Will
it.
Wheaton.
Yeah.
That's Will Wheaton.
Oh, the one that kills me is the Arenahes. Oh my god, I just want to claw my eyes out when that big fat
The
fuck
what?
says that.
The what?
Oh, there goes the
the-
PG-13.
Yeah, the lawful evil devils with the white feathery wings
The
and
evil angels.
the evil angels. That he says Arenahes, like, and that's like not even close to what it is.
I'm drawing a blank on what you're talking about.
How's it spelled?
The abbot.
It's ERINYES.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Aranese or
It's
something.
Arenahes.
Yeah.
Aranese.
Yeah, what Arcot said.
Why would you want mayonnaise?
Because it's.
Well, I mean, different dialects. Sure, people complain about how dwarves say things like Fennicus all the freaking time.
Or drow versus dro.
Yeah, I see
That one
Hold
can
on.
actually go either way.
And now I say drow.
I
I
say
think I say
it's turned
drow
it's
because
it's
of this
turned
game.
it's
I
turned
can't-
into drow. It used to be dro.
I said
Oh.
drow when I was, reading early Salvador before I even knew it was. Before I even knew that was Dungeons and Dragons, I said drow. But OW is typically an O sound.
I don't blame the voice actors. They don't know anything about D&D. They shouldn't know how to pronounce stuff. It's the Turbine employees who tell them how to pronounce things that I have special disdain for.
Well, do you think that maybe they don't tell them how to
Yeah,
say it,
but
and they
they're-
let them say it to make it?
No. This
In this
one
game,
guy.
there are
This one guy on
discrepancies
on
between
what do you
DMs on how
call
to
it?
say things.
This guy on a dev chat, he's the guy that I was cursed out basically. One of the guys who's conducting the chat asked him how to pronounce it, and with such authority in his voice, he said, "Arenahes. It's definitely Arenahes." I'm like, you jackass.
Wow.
tweeting, but no, it's freaking.
Well, the other thing with that is
And
there
I do
should
love
be a
Halloween,
there should
by
be a
the way.
licensing person that steps in and says,
Agreed.
hey, you know that. I mean, that's what it was back in the day. I mean, everything had to go by the lawyer or by the people who had been there the longest, and say, okay, how is this pronounced? Or when TSR used to do the goofy CDs and stuff like that, we had all of that stuff was
Remy's.
all had to go through the right
Or
channel.
not Remy's, but Lost Soul if you need it, Kevin.
Oh no, there were remnants too.
Yeah, there was remnants too.
Yeah, and any kind of movie where there's military involved, there's usually some sort of an advice.
Sure.
And that's the kind of thing they should share at
Trust this
DDO.
guy.
Though a lot of movies with military stuff still get a lot of military stuff wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, a writer who's entirely too correct. Oh man, who's the writer that writes all those? The Crimson Tide and all those.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah, Clancy is very, very accurate. And when you read his books, so technically accurate, sometimes it overtakes the narrative.
Well, in the world of social media today, it's easy to go on and say, go on to Facebook, and I have writer friends that go on Facebook and say, "Hey, how do I do this, or how do I pronounce this, or how is this? What's the correct
He's been writing
context
those
of
since
this?"
the 80s, so bravo him for knowing so much about the military. But I just wanted to know about your story because it was pretty cool. But then you spent 14 pages explaining to me how a nuclear submarine works.
Oh, it's like Bob Salvatore describing a sword fight that can take
Now that
2.5
I
chapters.
I have to go back because I'm like, oh my god, I just read 7 pages.
I just want to dig my eyes out of my skull when I get into
I
a
love it.
long Drist fight. Oh my
Nice.
god.
Oh god, it's the best reading ever. And it's so good. But I'm glad that you've read it because I think you and I, and perhaps your wife, I don't know, are the only one who read any of Bob's stuff.
I've read them all.
I haven't
and
read
just-
Bob's recent stuff, but I've read all of his older stuff. To be honest, I like his dwarves the best.
He does a good job with
I forget
Bruner.
what those.
I thought he
I
did a
forget
good job.
No,
with
no,
Wolfgar,
not Brunier. This is from
The Battle Ragers.
the battle. No,
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Thibbledorf
They're
Plan
hilarious.
and who's the guy with the 2 flails?
Oh, now he's cool. But he comes along later, and I doubt Kevin read him.
no, I'm talking about the dwarves from the Clerics Quintet series.
the Doodad guy. That's
Yeah.
that's awful. That is just.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I actually like that book. I didn't like the ending. But I did like that book.
Now I get it. I totally get it. But I'm a person that doesn't claw my eyes out when Drist and Artemis Entry go at it.
Oh jeez.
Oh god. It's like you just spent 30 pages reading a sword fight, and it took you 14 minutes, and I have to go back because I'm like, I really read 30 pages. What, did I miss something? I don't know. And he's obviously good at it. I mean, when Star Wars picked him, after all those years of not having made a movie, to write the Phantom Menace novelization, that says something about his martial scenes.
I don't know.
Now,
Did he write out Jar Jar Binks?
No.
Oh,
No, Jar
I'm
Jar
not
Binks
impressed.
already existed.
There's an author named David Gemmell.
Oh,
and,
I don't
he-
know. I
He
don't know.
he has
I just know he was
a
hired
hero
as
that he
an
likes.
artist, and it says something.
He this guy David Gemmell writes a bunch of books about a guy named Druss, Druss, and his thing is about sieges and fighting, and defending fortresses and stuff. Every single book
Sure.
he ever writes, he goes into ridiculous,
I'm
and he
out.
goes into detail about how to remove wounded via stretchers off the field. I mean, it's that also will want me to claw
Should
my
we,
eyes
uh,
out.
Do you want to?
Should we
reach
kill the
below and-
Udiag?
Audio.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there something to kill?
Us.
Try. Uh-oh.
So So, how are you still alive, or how are your eyes still in your head, there, Mr. Arcot? Because
Because it's called a figure of speech.
oh, okay. Wasn't
Oh,
sure.
this guy. Yeah. You've got him. I got his attention. That should do some help.
Oh my, look at this thing.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ooh,
Well, that's,
that was not good. I didn't get
he's
down
not
here in time.
nice.
This sort of reminds me of Stranger Things.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
it really does. Absolutely. It looks like the
Choppy.
Everybody got
The
season.
Demogorgon.
the
everybody
Demogorgon,
got-
yeah. Because you
everybody
got
have
the
season-
Demogorgon, the Mind Flayer.
Everybody have season 3 in the
I
bag.
do.
My wife and I are in the middle of season 2, so
I
Oh.
Good
haven't
for
watched
you,
a single
though.
episode.
It gets better and worse, but not worse in that it's not good. Just, it's not a happy-go-lucky story.
Aw, man.
Stories aren't. This doesn't work against those. There we go.
Ooh. Ow.
But keep at it. It's totally worth it. I mean, I
yeah, we're
love
loving
80s stuff. I love 80s stuff. But,
yeah, me too.
So
Thank
that
you.
really tickles
And
it.
and you were how
Nice.
old in the
80s
80s,
stuff.
Keith?
Well, I was 0 when
Okay.
80 came out, and I was 8 when
I was 18 when the show takes place.
Yeah, I was 25. No, 22.
Hey,
So,
but I was those kids. You know what I mean? That's why I loved it. It's just like Stand By Me.
so if you like the
They-
80s stuff, did you read Ready Player One?
Say that again.
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
a
sorry.
great book. I love the book.
Isn't it
Well,
good?
and-
Dare I
And-
ask
and-
what you thought of the movie?
And
I
the
haven't
movie.
seen the
sucked.
movie yet.
What?
So do we
I-
gotta
I-
brave this thing here?
It's
I
not
didn't
that bad.
catch it.
Just
What
run
was
through it.
that? I'm so sorry. What book? What
There's a
movie?
shrine here too. Ready Player
Ready
One.
Player One.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. It was okay. Wasn't my favorite.
I actually liked the movie. and the book
I wasn't a
for what they
crazy
were.
Tron fan either.
I think the movie looks great. The story was kind of eh.
Sure.
Where do we go
Sort of
from here?
Up.
Apparently
Uh,
up the stairs.
Now I'm lost.
Gotta go up.
Go through the
I-
traps. You can try
I
it if
have
you want.
not seen the movie yet.
I thought the movie was pretty good. It was different. It was different because it was
watched
done
part
in
of
a different
it, printed out.
time. If you read the book when it came out, it was awesome because that was that time. The movie is more of a more updated version of the concept.
Yeah, but the book isn't that old.
Whereas
No, it's
Stranger
not.
Things, I really think, tries to personify the feeling of the 8. Like, from the opening sequence, it reminds me of Creep Show, which
Yeah.
I adored. And yeah, just I liked it. Thought it was and typically anything from 30 years ago gets popular. In the 90s, 60s stuff was popular. And now the next time that I'm actually interested, we're here and 80s stuff is popular. See kids listening to Journey
Devo,
and stuff.
Whip It.
Devo.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
And
Whip it
before
good.
before our bonus D&D night games, I always play 80s music or 70s music.
Absolutely, I've heard a bit of it. I'm way more of a fan of course, 80s music than 70s. 70s been somewhat aversive to me, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm not a liar.
You're not that sorry.
I'm not down.
I'm not sorry to myself. I mean, I could probably get away with lying to you guys, but I can't lie to me.
Apparently, we're being corrected that Whip It was 78.
Oh, well, hey, late 70s
Now, Devo wasn't popular until
was
the 80s. though.
amazing stuff came out in the 70s.
Devo was out
Dune
in the
came out
70s,
then.
but it wasn't popular until the 80s.
That's
When
true.
when MTV came around,
That's right.
that is when
1981 is when Whip
Devo-
It became popular. Absolutely.
yeah. So it's not surprising that people consider that an 80s.
Yeah, and I mean, I was born in 80, and I grew up, you know, with MTV as a guide when, you know, MTV was like music television.
I was there when they redid the first video. Anybody know? Anybody?
Oh, you're gonna
Video
you're-
killed the radio star.
Yep.
which is also a cool song.
Boy, I couldn't pull a rear drop to save my life today.
Oh, Dan, I was gonna
I
Use a-
accidentally passed on to you last
some
game.
stuff.
I
That
have
we
to
want
watch
this
your
wild
collective site is
site.
fun. You can make it whatever you want.
I can? Oh,
You
Yeah,
can,
that's a
yeah.
nice thing.
yeah, you can do
Yeah,
some fun stuff with it.
It can be double strength, double dex, double whatever
You
you,
can mix
need.
them. You can do
I
you can
need-
do a stat. You can do a normal stat and then an insightful stat, and you can pick which one you want.
And it's the highest available in the game right now.
I definitely need some new goggles, so I will be taking this.
By the way, Devo's Whippet was released on August 13th, 1980. So whoever it is that told you that, Patrick, tell them
Lied
so,
to
you know, a long
just
walk.
reading,
iron.
I'm just reading the
Hey,
the chat. I mean,
I know,
The
and,
chat,
and
though,
the people in
maybe they're locals.
the people in
If the
chat are
are
full of
locals.
shit.
Okay, does anybody care about this wild heart?
Okay,
Uh,
we need to
no,
name this
thank you,
episode
though,
too
it's
many
fine.
cuss words.
Yeah, you weren't really serious
Manly.
about that PG-13, were you?
not really. No.
No. Has anybody ever
Well,
complained?
wait.
No.
In,
There's
in
not enough
the
people to
chat's
watch to
defense-
complain.
In the chat's defense, was 1980 when it came out in the United States versus when it came out in Europe?
Ooh, snap.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Don't be defending them.
I mean, they're our audience.
Chats is
We
my
alienate
favorite
them, no
people.
one's
I
gonna
will
watch, and the
gladly
show will
go
get
with what
canceled.
chat says.
It was a single. The B-side was Turn Around,
The B-side.
and
You might need to explain what a B-side is
I
there.
know what
the other
Oh,
side of a
God.
45.
There you go.
So what's a 45?
What is a
You
45?
beat me to it.
Hey, records are coming back though. They're kind of the new hip thing.
Yeah,
records have
finally,
been
now it's
popular
stupid.
since the late 90s. Well,
You can buy them in Walmart if you want.
the,
Do you guys
Oh,
want to do the
wow,
last
I
one, or
didn't
you
know
want to
that.
call it a show?
I want to do the last one now with this.
Alright.
Let's finish it.
All right,
Let's finish it.
All right,
Finish
calm
it.
down.
Okay, I gotta sell and repair.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. Where's the last quest?
8 slots. I'm fine.
Thank you.
Speaking of cliche cliche things, reach for the sky. I think that's cliche. At least 80s stuff. I was probably done before that. And
Oh yeah,
a-
I'm sure
a
that was from some
bunch of-
Western and.
That was
Yeah.
from some 50s Western, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
say.
Yeah.
But 80s films were definitely still using that trope.
Oh, by the way, the album that Whippet comes from is called Freedom of Choice. And that was also released in 1980. So it wasn't released in 1977.
Now, those
some,
people could have been
some
locals, though, and
some
heard that song
baloney.
years before.
Why can't I get into this quest?
It's just lagged out.
Yeah.
It happens occasionally.
Welcome to DDO. We love it.
Oh, there we go.
What are we running? Our ones?
We've been doing R3.
3. We're in
R3?
3.
Yeah, we've been doing 3.
Woo!
Can't do R3, go home.
Not really. Don't feel bad if you're new.
I'm trying to be elitist tonight, okay? In case you haven't figured it out.
Arcot.
God.
The role of the
Elitist
elitist will be played by
a-hole.
Arcot tonight.
There's your show title.
Elitist
A-hole.
a-hole, come on.
That's a pretty good show name.
Pretty good title.
He is Arcot, so he is the a-hole. Not because you are actually an a-hole.
No, that would be the elitist, judgmental a-hole.
Yeah, it's too loud.
I mean, I feel like you did some judgmental stuff today, so I think we could go with that.
There you go, see? See, I told you.
I gotta remember. My problem is like you always get like a really good phrase or something. I gotta remember it long enough to write it down.
Elitist A-hole's
Yeah,
pretty.
That's pretty
you've
good.
asked me a couple of times what the show title was. Like, what did we decide on again?
Yeah. Well, there was one for D&D night this week that it's like, oh, there's a great show title. I don't remember what it was. By the time the episode ended, I didn't remember what it was.
Well, and I always ask the guys after we do our shows what the show title is, and nobody says anything. I pull one out of my what. And,
Well, I had one, but you said you didn't like it.
that's probably true.
This can also happen.
Somewhere nearby is the Stormreach beacon, Vaughns' protection against vengeful.
Are we gonna do this the fun way, or are we gonna go and?
Actually, I'm curious as to how to do this quest because I failed in this quest.
The
once.
fun way, the upstairs way. Is that what you're
Yeah, go straight to the upstairs way. Exactly.
Oh, we hate fun.
I don't know. I just know I've soloed it, and I know that there's one really freaking easy way to get into.
Yeah. So what you do is you come up here,
Watch and learn, folks.
and there's this guy right here, Mullen with the red cape.
So are you going upstairs, guys?
No, we went in the front
Not
door.
yet.
Hold on, Mullen's a dwarf hireling. What the heck? Let's get some original names here.
Get over it. And then you tell him you'd like the backstage pass.
Yeah, I've done this. This is the normal way, right?
I mean, it's the easy way. I thought that's what we were talking about.
Oh,
If you go upstairs, you just end up you just start in a different spot. It's not like it's.
Oh no. You still fight everything.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
What
Now,
are
hang
that
on,
we-
hang on, we're getting separated here.
Well, I mean that's par for the
Nothing's
course.
gonna attack you. Yeah. No, me and Saphira, only I and Saphira have died in this quest, or in this entire.
That's not true. I
night.
died.
Oh, did you?
No,
did
We had a-
Scott.
we had a-
died.
like everyone's
So
died.
did the Raxa.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Josh.
rats.
Yeah, Josh and I zeroed out of this quest.
I think
What do you mean,
actually I
John?
think everybody has died. Even Gilgamesh I think died at least once.
Oh, I died a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Did you?
Died at least 3 or 4 times tonight so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't notice. You guys are just too good. By the time I even look up, everybody's back alive again.
No, I'm never
Thanks-
going to remember
thanks,
this
healer.
path.
And company.
Whoa.
Probably should have bought more scrolls. Kinda
Probably.
useless. Well, I'll have more scrolls for next week in the upper scale kind.
Should we go to the top?
That's the only thing. Yeah, I'm game with it. It makes it easier on the fight.
Yeah, 6 of 1 half does the
Somebody
other.
throw the switches up here, because there's no way I'm going to make the jumps.
Yeah, he can get those. I mean, I could too, but oh,
Bye bye.
uh-oh,
Nope. No.
that's bad.
What are we trying to do? We're trying to jump where?
Well,
Don't
just
worry about it, I
don't
got the
jump to
levers.
where I jumped and let me die, because this is about to get ugly.
Are you downstairs? Oh,
Yes.
Fine. No, we should go down that way. That's fine.
Oh, we're jumping down?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Guess we are now.
We'll be fine.
Did you get that seconds? Oh yeah, you got it.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
You're fine. You're fine. Shh, shh, shh. You're fine. You're fine.
yeah, that's my old catchphrase. I've since given up on after running with you guys for 2.5 years.
And what's our catchphrase for bonus D&D night?
Don't die.
Don't die.
That's not our catchphrase. That's what we. That's our way of saying goodbye. It's nice. It's kind.
What is a catchphrase? What are you trying to catch with that phrase?
The audience's attention.
Okay.
Careful.
That's actually a really good answer, Fennicus.
How's that working out for you?
which part catching the audience attention?
They said lady.
Oh, no lady in my life.
Whoa.
I love being single. Nobody ever yells at me. It's perfect.
Our chat is commenting so much more about music and the history of music than they
Oh
are
boy.
about
Well,
DDO.
maybe we should talk a little bit about music from time to time because.
Yeah, what
mean, I am-
nonsense are they spewing?
Oh, they're just talking about 45s and 78s and
Oh, 78's nice. That's a good one. Ask them if they remember when the records were made of glass instead of vinyl.
Ooh, now that's a good one. Do you
What
guys
about-
remember the like 2 months that like record sized CDs came out?
Yeah.
I remember the laser discs, but I
they
don't
were like
remember
They were more like DVDs, though.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
video.
They were
I think
movies.
the movie on them. Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep,
boy.
we used to rent them from the
But it was
library.
compact disc
Yeah, we got a
technology.
Reaper somewhere.
he's up here trying to eat me.
You have a witch hat. I'm sure you'll
Ooh,
be fine.
frog!
So, true story. I never even owned a cassette tape.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
My
I
first
can look
car.
behind me and see cassette tapes that friends have given me over the
My
years.
first car had an 8-track tape player in it.
Oh, mine too.
I think
I
the
can't
first
match
cassette
that.
tape I ever had was Janis Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
And just
most
for
of
the
mine were
record,
on
like I was
techno,
around
so-
when like I could have bought cassette tapes. I just wasn't into music.
So I used to work in a department store a long time ago, and we'd have once a month the employees would get to buy at a discount all the stuff people would bring back. Okay, and I picked up a copy of Purple Rain that was returned for bad language.
Wow.
Purple Rain?
Yeah.
Wow.
By an absolutely awful album by an ignominious, overrated singer-songwriter.
By that he means a genius.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a funny way of saying genius.
I tuned out for a sec because I was reading the chat. Were you talking about Kanye West?
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I plus one that.
All right, we got to put up the D-door first.
Okay, here you go.
What's the idea? Are we taking the D-door?
After
Yep.
the
Yes,
beacon.
take the D-door.
And then what? We just go upstairs now?
That's one way to do it.
Otherwise, we would have cleared upstairs. I see.
So what do you do on heroic if you don't have D-door?
Just
Destroy the thing, and then you got to go all the way upstairs
can
and
run
fight
past
through all
all
the
that
forge
stuff.
raids, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's more fighting.
I mean, I have only ever soloed it, and I killed everything every time, and that's what you do. You kill everything.
Ooh, hey, look,
Where I
fortress.
fell down,
Ow.
normally I don't, and we'd pull the switches, and
You do everything the way SSG wants you to do it.
I mean,
Here
they
we
give
go.
you lots of options here, so.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, you could start upstairs and work your way down. It's kind of a neat quest.
You know, we just run up these stairs like it's nothing. Have you actually ever had to go upstairs like this in Europe? It's crazy. Takes forever, and it's tiring.
I was actually joking with a coworker that we should start a shop exercise program, and we'll just start every day by climbing the spiral stair all the way up to the grid.
Whoa. Did you keep going up?
Yep.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I mean, it's only like 60 feet worth of spiral stair to climb.
It's only like, that's only like 60 steps. To be fair, I lived in a house with stairs, and am used to climbing them and was somewhat active when I was younger.
What? You lived in a house with stairs?
I know.
No way.
More than one story and stuff. But I
Sounds
ran
like
up
open to
and
that
down those stairs as a kid, so I've never been.
I lived when I lived with my dad, and my dad's house. We had 3 floors, a basement, and an attic. So really, it was 5 flights. Well, five
Yeah.
5
We had 2
stairs
floors, a
thingy.
basement, and an attic. So I'm close-ish.
Whoa! Suddenly I'm flying. I didn't expect that.
It's what the
But
button's for.
when I see you, seem like a
Yeah, but I
relatively
wasn't even standing
active
on it. I must have
individual.
lagged onto it.
Okay.
I must have thought I was. I thought I was farther back than I was.
The annoying part is that only one person gets to go flying at a time.
It's gonna be me. Oh, great.
Every
Hey.
time I came out on a ledge, I had the
Oh,
urge.
boy.
To
There's a Carnage Reaper.
Yeah, there
and
is.
a few.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
holy
And
moly!
I mean, I'm dodging like crazy, but
Oh shoot!
Help.
I got blocked by my own wall.
all right. So there we go. Now it's my turn to help.
Kill Zookless first. Or Zulkus.
Here we go.
Let's blow some of these firewalls out.
Yeah, I just tried
Thank
doing
you.
that.
And maybe the rest of them just to prove that we're the best and they suck. 0 damage.
This is
What am I-
my biggest complaint about this pack is that you end up fighting all of these guys here at the end, but you don't fight them at all before that. Or like some of them you don't fight at all
Some of
before.
them, yeah. You don't.
And some of
need
them you
some
barely even see.
Yeah, I can agree with that because you don't get a chance to like learn their tactics.
It's like
you
you
do
fight
in
Urk
the-
4 or 5 times in the whole thing,
Yeah.
and
Totally. I was just about to mention Urk.
speaking of,
Yeah, it's about that
Ooh.
time.
go for Helma.
But like Helma here, did
Yeah.
we fight Helma? I
No,
don't think
she
we-
shows up at the end of the last quest that we did, and that's the only time you see her the whole time.
Yeah, and
And
there's
she
really
just comes in and drops the boss on and then runs away.
And they did say though that they're going to be adding earlier content to this chain, so hopefully that'll be something that they think about, when they're doing that.
These guys all run
Nice,
away,
nice.
so it's certainly likely that you could. Well, except for the one guy. The rest of them all run away. Not that death is really the end in this world, so.
Yeah, I've got my own gibbers. Urk.
I thought that was hilarious the first time I saw it.
I did too. It was great. Nice
Yeah.
touch. Nice touch. And I had seen people running around with that sword through their chest, and I just thought it was something that made them a total badass until I got my gibbers and I used it the first time and saw that I had 1 minute to do something. I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, they
this-
weren't that much of a badass.
Do we have some spells? No, not anymore. I'm gonna be a better poor wizard next week.
I don't know. They're coming out. They're gonna do a Pale Master Pass in update 43. That information dropped
Oh,
today.
man. I'm gonna have to check that out. I enjoyed running around as a wraith ranger.
The biggest part about
That
the
was
whole
fun.
thing is that if you're undead, you'll have 50% positive healing instead of 100% or 0%. So
That's cool. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
And
big deal.
that is huge because the reason that is because we're in this group and I know we run a little harder than average, and Kevin can't heal me, so
It's because you wear pajamas instead of armor.
Or pajamas.
I do. But no, he wears pajamas. I wear ass chaps.
Oh for 4.
Oh, those those might be for me.
What,
Those
the bracers?
Are... No, I didn't see those, but I pulled the gloves, the gauntlets. Yeah.
We got 2 of the
nice.
charisma ring. Go figure.
Dodge 21, natural 21.
Does anyone want the charisma ring?
Yeah, probably. That's better than what I have. Thank you.
Does anybody want the moonrise bracers?
Those are pretty.
Yeah, can you pass them to me, Patrick?
Sure.
Now, I also have a signet of, is that the charisma ring? Yeah, I
Yep.
also have a charisma ring. Does anybody else want
you're-
this?
Are you ranged, Gilga?
Yeah, I'm an int-based,
Do you
what do
want
you
this
call it?
distant?
Artificer.
Do you want this distant diversion, lesser displacement, dodge 21, natural armors 20?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There you go, man. It's coming your way, and I won't make the same mistake as last time.
Does anybody need this artifact? The
Let's take a look.
charisma artifact?
No, I don't.
I took the first one.
I sure don't.
So show title, assless chap a-holes.
Well, that's
Sorry.
not PG-13 at all.
No.
Thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We'll be back next week. You can watch past shows in our weekly DDO news and discussion podcast at DDOCast.com or our YouTube DDOCast page. You can also watch DDOCast live on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/DDOCast. Shout out to Arcot for hosting a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. You can also check out DDO.com for the official DDO stream calendar, the DDO forums, or to download and play DDO yourself. Don't forget to check out D&D night on DDO stream, twitch.tv/DDO stream, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. You can watch us. Well, there's several different groups, but many of us are in a group that play on Fantasy Grounds, who sponsored the program, and we play D&D through the virtual tabletop of Fantasy Grounds and have a lot of fun doing that. So there you go. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.